Well, welcome to the preview show. Just the two of us this week with Dal on holidays, and we've got a fat card at Randwick on a 3-metre rail, and I haven't had much of a look at Brisbane, but I imagine it's deep as well.
Yeah, it is rather deep up there. Interesting. I think it's a good day of racing all around. Good. It's going to be great for the tournament, because it looks like there's good betting in all 4 stakes.
Yeah, so the task at hand is Randwick 3-metre rail. There's been 5 millimetres of rain for the month. 2 of those came on day 1 of the month. So there's really no excuse for Randwick not to be dry. Then the wind today is happening from the west. Tomorrow you're going to get a southwesterly that will be brisk enough, but because from that direction it doesn't have the same impact as it does from around the other way. So I'm not forecasting any major wind event or wind effect tomorrow. I am suggesting that the 3-metre rail is lead or running line. Rather not be on the fence. Certainly controlling or poised to strike is the way to look at it.
For lead, yeah. If you're going to be outside lead, good position.
Well, outside lead is always problematic because the outside lead you're always working harder than you want to be, you know?
Yeah.
So that's where 1 out, 1 back and the GP, 1 out, 2 back, you know, they're quite deadly. Obviously we had a meeting here 10 days ago where the rail was true and it played true Randwick. It was down the outside, but 3-metre rail just brings it back a notch or 2. Yeah.
It's almost, you wouldn't say it's fair, because it's certainly not fair, but it's close enough to fair that horses can have their chance.
Yeah. You will actually, yeah, because I studied the barriers from 3-metre rail, and there was nothing in it. They were all doable. So the 3-metre rail does take the edge off that ferocity of the normal rail.
Yeah.
Race 1 is so obviously the tournament is the it's the middle day of the second day of day 2 of the tournament. Yep. And that's it's a chance to really build your better bucks, hey?
It sure is. I think anyone that's got a decent bank will be. I think you're just out there having a go at the moment, trying and build your bank for the last day.
Yeah. So those of you that failed to flatter on the first day, you've got another chance to get something in the tank there tomorrow.
So certainly, I'm interested to see where Glenn ends up from day 1 to day 2.
Oh look, I'd say he could be clubhouse leader going into the final day, and it'll all fall apart. But anyway, watch this space. Race 1 at Randwick is a 1400 metre race for 2-year-olds, and Skylight Glow is the favourite at $4.40 from Akatur at $4.60. Sorry, Flow is the favourite, $3.50 from Skylight Glow, $4.40, and Akatur at $4.60. There appears to be honest pace in the race because Skylight Glow is drawn out wide and will have to press forward. Aki Barber raced very fresh in the lead with the blinkers on last time. He'll be part of the van. And I thought that Barbas, who won the restricted sales race at Scone, 1100 up to 1400 would be on pace as well.
Yeah.
Where do you want to go? This is your sort of race, Aaron?
It is a little bit my sort of race, although I thought the 2 horses at the top of the market looked the 2 to beat in Flow and Akatur. I thought both runs are very good. I thought he got into a tricky position last start. So also looks to have ability, but he still looks to be green and he's going to be a 3-year-old.
You tearing your well, I don't know whether you liked Flow last week or not, but anyone who was on Flow last week must have been tearing their hair out to watch what B-Shin did on the winner and J-Mac did on Flow. And
I like the winner, so I was loving it.
I know, but I'm thinking, like, how did he get himself so awkwardly positioned?
Well, I think
from a good position.
Because what happened was, it's sitting there in that funny position, and then Glenn's popped out and started to roll 3 wide, and it's started to put him in the pocket, and B-Shin's seen Glenn go, and he's just popped out behind him, got the beautiful 3 wide with cover position, and it's just put Flow in an awful position.
There was 2 thoughts in my mind: either J-Mac stuffed it, or the horse wasn't travelling well enough to be able to to sort of.
I think he was a little bit a victim of circumstance, and he probably should have pulled out earlier. But I think because the horse is green, I think he's been quite cautious with it, and he's got handled. I thought with clear running, it certainly finishes a lot closer.
Certainly got handled. Well, the race was all over when he was
when he was
building his revs. So obviously he's a key runner. Akatur was visually very impressive at Canterbury, Aaron.
Yeah, he was. Did you find him going quite fast? I know he looked to be suited by the pace, but
they went fast and fell over. The times were pretty poor. But I mean, obviously he's a 2-year-old that's coming home and gets the winkers on as well.
And getting out of a big track, he looked like a horse that would be suited on a bigger track. I thought that was my feeling with him. Even though he was suited by the run, I thought they were pretty much the top two, and then my next two were the two down the bottom actually. Hitai, who hit the line from behind in the Skylight Glow.
Yeah.
Behind it, I just thought it wasn't suited. Hit the line exceedingly well for Canterbury, and getting out to a bigger track would suit her. And I thought Primavera held up in the same race. Obviously, it should have finished closer.
But what do you make of the riding engagement for Hitai? When Waller is obviously a key player on the day, and why G Buckley?
But he seems to be doing this a little bit. Like he did you see O'Brien, was it last week or the week before?
Has he got no 54 riders? Well, I suppose Glynn was already tied to Skylight Glow. Jay Collett probably can't ride at 54, would that be right?
I'm not sure about that. Could be right.
Anyway.
But yeah, he did use see O'Brien twice last week. So he's not scared of using those bush jockeys and stuff in.
Yeah, but can they win for it?
Not sure.
Yeah, anyway, look, Hittite's an interesting runner. Primavera, as Aaron said, suggested got no opportunity at Canterbury. I did think that Skylight Glow did a bit of work in the run and does come home, and that will stand her in good stead. I hope the wind is not blowing my voice away.
I think it might be.
Maybe we should turn it around, Aaron. What do you think?
Is it going to make a difference?
I don't know. And finally, the stablemate of Flo, who looked a bit flat there at Canterbury. Can he resurrect Aki Baba?
I thought Flo was the better. He could resurrect, but I thought Flo was the better.
Well, the market does say that. Flo is a quarter of the price of the Aki Baba.
I don't think he'll be with me today. Not this well.
All right, so we've had the good oil there in race 1 for the 2-year-olds, and then we get a tiny highway, 7 runners at this stage.
Jesus. Kansas anymore.
I think we should